What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. This is the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. We're chilling out here on location in the A-Town. You know what I'm saying? I'm always traveling and moving and shaking. Over 1,100 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. They don't even know. They're not even ready. They can't even see it. See it coming.
Wasn't even ready.
All right. So I'm chilling out here. I'm chilling out here with another fellow New Yorker. Mir.
Ow. What's good?
Oh, you tell me what's good. So let's talk about you in this transition. New York, Atlanta.
I know, right? So many people ask me though all the time, like, why would you move from New York, which is, I still think, the greatest place in the world. I'm sorry, I'm biased. Like, it is what it is.
I understood.
But to Atlanta, and like, why wouldn't I? I don't know. I feel like Atlanta has like so much culture, so much like true culture that hasn't been like completely washed away.
Yeah, it has grown tremendously. Now, I'm probably dating myself a little bit now, but I've been here almost 30 years. And to see where Atlanta is now from where it was, I never would have imagined it in a million years.
Really?
Never.
Like that dramatic of a change?
It has been, I mean, just astronomical. And I mean, and continues to just flourish and change. And now we are the melting pot. We are the melting pot. And it's crazy because somebody was saying, I think you were saying the other day, how New York and LA get all the flashiness and all the promotions and all the acclaim for everything, but a lot of that culture is developed right here in the A.
It sure is. Like, I mean, even if you like listen to artists or whatever in the music and stuff like that, like you're going to hear them talk about
influences.
Yeah, like
from Atlanta.
They were in Atlanta, or they were at the club, or they were on Peachtree, or they were in Lenox. It was just like, I don't know. For me, I felt like I didn't know where I wanted to go when I was moving to New York. Like, originally I really, 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 really wanted to go to LA, but then that kind of subsided. And then I came to visit Atlanta, and I was like, you know, it was either between like Atlanta and Miami, but I don't speak Spanish, so I was like,
you
I
can
don't know.
Still
I know. That's what everyone says, but I mean, like, come on, like
that's not like a cop out. You just wanted to come to the A. You wanted to come to the A.
I mean, low key, I did, but still, like, let's be real. I needed to know Spanish. No, I do. Like, we're not gonna get into that, but we're not gonna get into that. But no, yeah, Atlanta. I mean, you've been here for 30 years, so there's a reason you stayed, you know?
Yeah, you know, I will say I came here against my will because I really wanted to stay in the Bronx. But after, you know...
Ash from the block.
Ash from the block. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but after the first 10 years, like, you kind of, like, you get used to it. Just being just... You get used to it. Because New York, I love New York. When I go back, it's amazing. Food is amazing. People are rude as hell. And that's just New York. Wow. That's just how it is.
We're not even rude. That's what... it's really crazy because I've been having a lot of conversations with people here. And they're like, you know, when I get to know you, you're really nice. When I first meet you, you're just, like... spicy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, New Yorkers are just so rude. And I'm like, am I really there? But I guess it's the upfrontness that people may not be used to.
Not necessarily. Like, you are not rude.
Thanks.
Like, when I met you, you were not rude. I'm talking about rude like when I went up the last time to visit, I was in where was I? I was in Times Square, actually. And my mom, her shoe was untied. And there was like a crate next to this newsstand or whatever. And she put her foot up on there for me to tie it, and I was tying her shoe. And the owner of the newsstand, like, came out and was like, "What you put your foot up on my shoe for? Why are you doing that? You messing up my stand." I was like, "Sir, do you not see me tying this woman's shoe?" Like, that was so unnecessary. Like, that's what I'm saying. When I say rude, I'm talking about shit like that.
Like, mad.
Right? It was completely out. I mean, he was so out of box.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
You know what's actually funny? It's funny that you say that because I also had this woman who braided my hair. She was telling me about the one time she went to New York and she gets on the train and this homeless man pulls down his pants, takes a number 2, and then wipes his butt with his hands. And she was like, I just can, like, New York is mad nasty, like, mad dirty, and I'm not going there. And I'm just like, it's so crazy because, like, yes, like, New York is wild, but, like, whenever people tell me about these experiences, I've lived in New York all my life prior to moving here, and these things have never happened to me. Have never happened to me. So it's just so crazy. I mean, I'm grateful or whatever, but it's just, like, so crazy to think that, like, people are out here wild. I mean, I see things, but nothing has ever, like, personally happened to me where I'm like, I have this man, like, take a dump and use his, you know what I'm, like, that's things that are so dramatic, like, so dramatic. Like, I've never really had anybody pop off on me to be like, why are you, like, leaning on my, like, you know, it's just, it's so funny that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
It's definitely crazy. But like I said, after the 10-year mark or so, and even probably before that, being in the South, things are a lot slower. New York, everything is pop, 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 boom, boom, boom. We just here, we there, we're there. Let's knock this shit out. In the South, it's more laid back. And once you've gotten to the groove of that, of just getting shit done when stuff gets done, just home drum, just getting things done whenever it's going to get done eventually. One of these days, you get into that whole scheme of it, and it's like you can't revert back to that. And some people can. Me personally, I know that I can't. I'm not in I love New York, but I would not move back up there. I don't want to shovel nothing. I don't know about no shoveling no snow. Yeah. I don't know about that. Like, that is not me.
This was honestly the best winter I've ever had. Ever.
I know it was.
It was the best
Absolutely.
winter. Because also in New York, these people, they don't care about, like, your well-being. Mm-mm. Like, when they say if you can make it in New York, if you can make it anywhere, I can understand because, like, you will be climbing through piles of snow, trying to parallel park your car to get to the train station amongst so much snow to get to, like, literally killing yourself in the it's mad cold,
stupid cold,
just to get to work, and it's like not even like it's wild. So this was honestly the best winter I've ever had.
I'd imagine.
There was like, oh my gosh, the snow. We left the office at like 1:30. There was nothing on the ground. Mm-mm. But I was in traffic for 3 hours, though.
That sucks. And that's the only...
3 hours. That was so dramatic. I was just like, you know what?
That's the downfall of it because, like, everybody has been moving to Atlanta. And because of that, traffic has been a beast.
Yeah.
Like, 10, 12 years ago, for Atlanta traffic, for you to get downtown, you had to leave maybe like an hour, 45 minutes. And you may catch a little bit of traffic, but it wouldn't be nearly as bad. Now... you've got to plan 2-3 hours ahead of time to get to where you need to be. If you got to be in the heart of the city, use MARTA. It's smarter. Use MARTA. It's smarter.
Like that. So, I like the MARTA, especially going to the airport. It's so convenient.
It's super easy.
But I need to learn now that I moved how to get to the train station because I used to live right next to the train station at my old place. And it was the best.
Yeah, well, I would just say, figuring out where the different stuff, because I'm sure that there's some, because I don't remember, I'm not 100% on where the one is for your area or region, but I'm sure there's maps and stuff on MARTA.com.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you can definitely figure it out. But no, Atlanta has grown tremendously. I would just say the traffic is probably the worst part about it right now. I hate it, like, because you will literally sit in traffic for 2-3 hours and not get anywhere.
Do you think they're going to solve that problem? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know what's going to happen. Because years and years ago, they were talking about how they're going to create this other lane and how they're going to create another highway and all this stuff. None of that stuff has come to pass as of yet. I feel like there's still, like, a ton of people from Florida that were here from, was it Irma or whatever? There's a ton of Floridians that are still here. Y'all need to go home.
Still here?
Yes. Have you not? Girl, I pay attention to plates.
Oh.
I look at plates. I've seen a lot of Florida plates still in the A-town. Y'all need to go home. It is time.
Why would they be here though? If they're from Florida, wouldn't they want to be by the water? Shit, I know.
I would want to be by the water.
I know. I would want to. That's what I'm saying. Like I would want to be by the water. Why would I be like landlocked or whatever?
I don't know what's going on with them. I believe they need to go home.
Straight like that.
Like straight. They need to.
But they need to do something with the public transportation because after a while, it's gonna be gridlock.
Yeah,
it's already gridlock, but like
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, they need to do something about it.
It's not as bad as LA. Now LA is like, I don't know. Have you been to LA lately?
I've been to LA. No, not recently. Maybe like the last time I was in LA might have been like 4 years ago.
Okay, well I was there last year, and
a mess.
Traffic is like literally like up. Like you think it's bad here? It's like a parking lot. Their highway is like a parking lot.
I'd be so mad.
I would be done with because it's like you basically burn out all your gas.
Your time,
your gas, all that's gone.
Oh my gosh! Like a big reason that I did move from New York is because I felt like so much of my time, 4 hours of my day, was through transportation. Yeah. So like I couldn't do it. But moving down here really just I feel allows you to create like space for yourself. There's like space here.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And the thing about it with with public transportation especially is you've got to be in Atlanta, you need some kind of transportation. Like if you don't have a car or vehicle, you are up the creek.
Right.
And
no,
so
you really are,
it's helpful. It's helpful with those rideshare apps and things. Now those are helpful.
What is that? Like Uber?
Like Uber and Lyft.
Okay,
yeah, like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like those
that
are
was such a stupid question.
No, but no, that's good. But it's not. It's not that's not a lasting situation. You need to figure out something down here.
It's not because that's just more cars. It's not like a one big vessel to transport people. Mm-mm. Like that's what's necessary. And what I also think is that it's these tractor trailers on the roads.
I hate those. And
they're taking up so much space, and I personally don't like to drive next to them. Mm-mm. Because people just be merging into my whole, and I'm just like, can I get to where I'm just. But it's also taught me to slow down. Yeah. And I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting this big truck.
What's gonna happen?
I don't need to do that. So I think that's like an epiphany. Like moving to Atlanta, changing your surroundings, and like changing all that stuff. For me, I've just had so many. Like I've had a multitude of epiphanies, and hopefully they really start to do something.
Yeah. But yeah, so on that note, we're going to close out the show. And I just want to thank Mira for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. And Ash said it.
Daily.
Ash said it.
Yes. Amazing. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. We'll talk to y'all later.